So BENQ just sent me the ScreenBar Pro and the ScreenBar Halo, and I've spent a week using these two individually, and I have to say, to my surprise, I've quite enjoyed using them. This came to me as a surprise as I wasn't in the market for one of these, but after using it, I feel like it's already added a lot of value to my workspace. As always, this will be an honest review, so I'll be entirely transparent about my thoughts and comments on both of these products and whether or not these screen bars are right for you. So I'll be starting off with the ScreenBar Pro, and that's the cheapest one out of the two, which retails for $139. The shape of the screen bar is a standard tube shape, and right off the bat you can see a couple of icons on the top. These are touch-sensitive buttons which allows you to lightly tap on them. Whenever I use a new tech product, I always try and avoid using a manual whenever I can so I can test how consumer-friendly it is. So when I first started using this screen bar, it feels exactly like that. The touch icons are easy to understand. First one shows some kind of sensor, which I assume it was a proximity sensor. Second one is to adjust the brightness, then the temperature. The middle part is a bar that lets you control the levels, and then there's this HUD, which I assume is like a favorites function that lets you save a preset configuration. And this one is the auto brightness and the power button. So as far as I'm concerned, the ScreenBar Pro easily passes the consumer-friendly test. This has a USB-C connection, which is really nice, and I think that's the bare minimum for any new tech items in this day and age. This has a universal clamp which is not too strong, and it has multiple levels of adjustment for you to clamp on your screen. So this is currently sitting on the BENQ programming monitor, which is a pretty big monitor. The link is in the description if you want to check out that review. My favorite feature is the automatic light on feature, which BENQ calls it the presence detection key. Interesting name. Essentially what it does is, if you're within 60 centimeters from the screen bar, there's this light sensor underneath which can detect your proximity and automatically turn on the light. And if you have that auto brightness configuration on, then it'll adjust the temperature and the brightness depending if it's daytime or nighttime. Now this light is 85 by 50 centimeter area, and the brightness can be as high as 1000 lux when it's 50 centimeters from the desk. BENQ also claims there's zero glare on the screen when using the screen bar. It's able to precisely cut off the angle of light so it's not on the screen, and the 18 degrees cut-off angle towards the front of the bar means the light won't be directly getting into your eyes. Overall, I think this is a good design, and it's definitely better than a random one that I've tried a long time ago from Amazon, which I ended up returning it. Okay, that was the ScreenBar Pro. Now let's check out the ScreenBar Halo. The ScreenBar Halo retails for $179, which is $40 more than the Pro. Now that's a good reason for that. We can see this screen bar has an extra light section in the back, which is kind of covered by a frosted plastic cover. The clamp also feels a bit nicer with a soft rubbery type surface, which I guess helps the grip onto the monitor. Now this ScreenBar Halo is controlled by this wireless controller, and this thing feels premium. Everything from the weight, the design, the smoothness of the rotation control, I really like it. So this controller needs 3 AAA batteries, which are supplied within the box so you don't have to worry about that. Now I couldn't find any details on how long the batteries would last, but if I were to guesstimate, it would probably last longer than my aircon remote controller, and it only has 2 batteries and it lasts for a very long time. Looking at the wireless controller, we can see there are 6 buttons. We have the temperature, the auto brightness, the light configuration, which allows you to turn on the halo light, the favorite light, the brightness level, and the power button in the middle. And to control the brightness or the temperature level, you just rotate the wheel and these dots will indicate the level. This light button allows you to control 3 types of light configurations. You can have it only at the front, or only the halo light in the back, or both at the same time. There's also a sensor down below here, so instead of the proximity sensor like on the Pro, this one has a sensor for automatically dimming the light, which is also nice to have. In terms of luminosity, this ScreenBar Halo can light up to 90 by 50 centimeter area, which is more or less the same as the Pro, but the light strength is a bit less, sitting at 800 lux at a lower height of 45 centimeters compared to the Pro. The design of the zero glare function is similar with the Pro, as well as the cutoff angles, so you won't get the glare on the monitor and also into your eyes. Okay, so those were pretty much the features of the 2 screen bars. Now let's talk about my experience using these 2 and decide which one is more suitable for you guys. For the ScreenBar Pro, I really like the automatic light on sensor when you get into proximity. I'm more of a hands-off guy, so I love any type of tech that requires less physical interaction. I have a Google Nest Mini which allows me to control my lights and other things around my house using my voice. So the ease of just walking up to my desk and the light turns on, and then if I walk away, the light turns off. That kind of convenience is really valuable to me. Now the main point of a screen bar is to provide better eye care in the form of reducing eye strain and discomfort. And usually this is due to poor lighting environment like working in the dark. When I use this ScreenBar Pro, I feel like if I just rely on this as my only source of light in the room, I still feel a minimal amount of eye strain, but that could be really subjective. I know my eyes are a little bit sensitive to light sometimes, but that's just how I feel. But coming from just having a light lamp in my room, I can definitely feel the reduced eye strain if I compare to that. I think what really helps is if there's ambient light in the background. And I think this is where the ScreenBar Halo excels. When I use the ScreenBar Halo, I definitely feel much better when I use the monitor at night for longer hours. The Halo light really helps balance out the lighting environment for my eyes, so there's less discomfort in my opinion. For the ScreenBar Halo, the wireless controller is really well designed. It's easy to use and it doesn't really take up a lot of space on my desk. In fact, it can be used as a decoration piece as well. The automatic dimming sensor is nice and all, but personally, I would have preferred the proximity sensor from the Pro so I can get fully hands-free with this. And the Halo is still using USB-A cable, which I personally think is outdated. But after giving it a second thought, I guess a lot of desktops have USB-A ports than USB-C. So from that angle, I can see it making sense. So which ScreenBar is right for you? If you're into a more luxury feel for your ScreenBar, then the Halo is a no-brainer. The Halo Light is a really good addition which helps your eye strain. The wireless controller feels nice to use, and the touch-sensitive button and the rotary dial gives you that premium feeling. You can't really go wrong with the Halo. But if you want a hands-free experience, then the ScreenBar Pro is the way to go. Personally, I'll be using the Pro as my main ScreenBar as I can't pass up the hands-free experience you get from the Pro. Since I'm already using the BENQ programming monitor, this already has an inbuilt Halo light which makes up the gap that the Pro is missing from the ScreenBar Halo. So if you're like me, then I would recommend going with the ScreenBar Pro over the Halo. Anyway, I would like to say thanks to BENQ for sending me these ScreenBars for me to review. And if you enjoyed this video and you have any questions about these products, then feel free to drop a comment down below. Thanks for watching.